Hello everyone, it's DA here. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you are doing amazing. Today we're going to go over the latest Devstream issue, Devstream 115, and this is where DA is clarifying a lot of things and also letting a lot of us know what we can expect in the future of the game. So the first on the list is going to be that Nadja Deluxe is ready, and of course, a lot of people have been waiting for this, mainly because all the skins that Nezha have right now is not what a lot of people want it to be. It doesn't basically look like what it was in the Chinese folklore. So this is one of the things that a lot of people have been waiting for. Plus, the skin designed by Liger looks really cool, and based on what you can see on the screen right now, it looks even a lot more fantastic. I cannot wait for it to come into the game. It looks ready, and maybe we can expect it within the next couple of weeks. I don't know about next week, maybe the week after next week, but I'm really excited and pumped for this. Next is that they mentioned that Garuda, which is the warframe that was revealed during TennoCon 2018, she will be coming in with Fortuna update. So I'm guessing they're going to try to do a little bit of thing with the way they did Gara, which Gara was tied into the plains of Adlon. So I think Fortuna will be something of a proving ground for Garuda. So she will have her entire lore tied into Venus as well. Now, a lot of us do know that Korra was also supposed to be tied into Venus, but you know, one thing led to the other, so Garuda will be tied into Venus, so we can expect that when Fortuna update comes out. K-Drive stunts and is going to be incredible. It's going to be crazy. One of the things that they were able to show us is that you will be able to do tricks and do different flips and turns and leans and bends and jumps and flips. And one of the great things about it is that you will be able to earn points from doing all these amazing tricks. And these points will be one of the things that you will be able to use. They will become your reputation, and you will be able to use it to buy upgrades and basically how your K-Drive looks and the visual elements and the visual effects. So there will not be a speed boost, which I was hoping that they will have, but you know what, we just have to take it this way. Now, another great thing about Railjacks and Fortuna is that they mentioned that there will be a racetrack on Fortuna. That is just incredible. This means you can get a group of people, every single person can line up. So having a racetrack in Fortuna is going to be incredible, and I cannot wait to see what a lot of players do with that. Next thing, we have the login reward system. A lot of players have been complaining about this, and the dev said, you know, we've heard your complaints and we are working on ways to improve it. So one of the things that they're doing is that when you get to your milestones where you receive that big reward, now you will get to decide which one you want to receive. So you can even pick the rewards from previous milestones. This also means that you will be able to sell some of these mods. You can use them for monetary gain, which is a great thing. So some of those may be primed shred mods. This is going to be one of those moments where you can collect the extra one, and you might even be able to sell it to someone if you want to. Or the only thing is you can't sell any of those weapons, so that is the only downside. But as far as Revenant mods are concerned, as far as primed mods are concerned, you will be able to get an extra one, and of course when you do, you will be able to sell it. Next thing is that we can expect Revenant next week. So Revenant, the devs have confirmed, if everything goes well, will be releasing and coming out on PC next week, and consoles can expect Revenant at least 3 weeks in the future after that. So basically within the next 4 weeks for consoles. Mask of the Revenant is going to be the name or the title of that update. It's going to be a short mini lore tied in within the Warframe universe. Is not going to be something big, and you will be able to pick up the mask from Nakak on the plains of Adlon. And of course, you will be going around scanning different things, acquiring different resources, and I still think he might be heavily tied onto the quills, which is one of the things that a lot of us expected. Next thing is that Revenant stats, based on what we saw within the gameplay, looks quite promising. I don't know if it is based on modding, but based on what we saw, it has a very high shield capacity and a low health pool. Now, if you combine that with the overshields that he is able to gain, that is really impressive, and it will become one of the few warframes that we have in the game who has a really high shield pool versus a really high health pool. You can see that the shield pool is a lot larger than the health pool. Next one, we have a new alert system coming into the game. It's going to be called Elite Alert System. This is a mission where it is a lot harder. There are no revives. It's going to be once a week, and it will also be involved in the relay reconstruction system as well. One of the great things about this is a high credit, high endo reward game mode. The endo that I was able to see on there is like it rewards 500 endo at a single time, and it's also going to give you some really cool cosmetic items which will glow brighter and get much more powerful the more you acquire points in this game mode. If you are going solo, once you die, you will not be able to revive yourself, not even a single time. So that is one of the really cool things. So for a lot of people, they might want to just try going in there with a group so that they can revive each other, because once someone dies and the timer runs out, the person will not be able to revive themselves. So I think that is a really cool thing. Basically, if you add this to the onslaught modes, it feels really refreshing. Next thing, we have the melee system, and what a lot of people have been trying to see, as far as how does different weapons perform. The first one is going to be the Jatkatag in the Melee 3.0. First thing I want to say is there's so much particles going on. With Jatkatag, a lot of you might want to turn down your particle effects. I'll just be honest, that's how crazy it is. Even before the new particle effect update, a lot of us already know that Jatkatag has a lot of particles. So with this new change, oh yeah, it's a whole lot. One of the things that they also mentioned is that, as a lot of you already know, these animations change very well with each other. They blend very well as far as motions, and they're a lot easy to perform a lot of those combos, because a lot of those pause, hold down, click, click, a lot of those have been blended together with each other. So it feels a lot better and easier to perform. That's just what I'm trying to say. Now, a cool thing about relay reconstruction is the fact that the Steel Meridian will be involved in the relay reconstruction. This is what they have confirmed. And of course, the Ghost Strike 3 will come after you from time to time, because you know that they are the pets of Vayhex. So that is one of the things that you can expect. So as far as more on Melee 3.0, Jatkatag looks great. It looks amazing. The flurry effects, the charge attacks, everything just looks incredible. And when it comes to sparing weapons like the Kogake and the Obex, those also look incredible. And one of the things that I love that DE has done with this is the fact that if you add any elemental mods to these weapons, you will feel the impact of those elements. You will see it visually, and you will feel it as far as the stats are concerned, how they do damage to enemies. And that is one of the really cool things that you can expect in the future. Lastly, when it comes to customization and reworks, Railjacks will be customizable. Of course, it is not final yet as far as can we customize the outside, is it just the inside only. They will share more info about that in the future. Now, as far as reworks is concerned, Nyx, of course, as we all know, is on the chopping blocks right now. A lot of players feel like she should get a rework as soon as possible, and the devs were even able to show us statistical data on which frames are being used the most, as far as mastery rank 1 all the way up to 25 and beyond. So that is one of the really cool things, and we can see Nyx at the very bottom of this, and that also tells you, as players basically go higher in mastery, they tend to change the way they play, and Nyx is not favoring a lot of veteran players right now. Now, another cool thing is that Loki is right up there. It seems that when players go up in mastery, they tend to play Loki more, which is quite unique and very fun to be let's be serious, that is very interesting to know. But other than that, that is all the things that they discussed on Devstream 115. I hope you guys find this information useful. If you enjoyed this content, feel free to leave a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel for more Warframe. And as always, it is DA signing out. I'll see you guys in the next one.